First thing I want to say is all praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High, yeah. Look, I don't know if God been good to you, but he sure been good to me. You hear that, Gila Monsters? I said, do you hear that, Gila Monsters? I don't know if he been good to you, but he sure been good to me. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Look, the homie hit me up on Friday. Bless his heart. He hit me up on Friday and was like, hey man, them boys got me. I said, what boys? The Jack Boyz? Yup, they got me. I'm gonna need to borrow your trimmer. He had 3 houses left on his route, and the Jack Boyz, he was in the back blowing off or something, blowing some leaves off. By the time he made it back to the front yard, them boys had reached into his truck bed, and mind you, he got his equipment locked up, but this was his backup PAS Echo trimmer, the nice one. Them boys reached in his truck and got his PAS, man. I'm like, dang, ain't the first time they hit him. They done hit me before, so that's why I got these trimmer racks and all this stuff locked up. But every now and again, you throw a spare one in the back, and I mean, it is what it is. So they got him. So he hit me up. I'm like, man, I'm on my last property too. I'm on a cleanup though, so I'll be here for about another hour. Come through. And as I'm doing a big cleanup. I'm on a farm here in Riverside, a big orange grove farm, cleaning up some weeds, and it's taking me a long time. It took me 6.5 hours, and I'm headed back this morning. I still got about another hour to do, Lord willing. But so he came through, but on the way, I'm like, let me go back to the truck real quick, get some string, and get the. I was gonna give him my PAS with the attachment, with the string trimmer attachment, so he can use for the rest of the day. So he hit me up on the. I'm talking to him. I'm giving him directions where I am, and I'm like, man, they got you. Didn't you just get that trimmer out the shop? He like, yep. I'm like, man. Well, all right. Well, I got you, bro. Just pull up. And as I'm waiting for him, I'm looking for my stuff, and I'm like, I know they didn't give me. I'm seeing the string trimmer attachment, but I ain't seeing the power head. I'm like, nah. But I'm trying to keep calm and collected. I don't like to fly off the handle if they got me or not. You know, you got to keep a level. In this business, you just got to stay level, because it's a roller coaster. It's ups, it's downs. If you just keep calm and through it all, then you keep your peace of mind. That's the only thing you can keep, because you ain't going to keep no money, and you ain't going to keep all your equipment. So by the time he pulled up, I'm like, bro, I think they might have got me. I don't know where my PAS trimmer is. And I've been running around like a chicken with my head off for the last couple of weeks. And so I'm not quite sure if it's at the house or where it's at, to be honest. I'm just behind the 8 ball. So I'm not sure where it's at, bro. But here goes the attachment. He had another PAS power head that he was able to use. It was on his way out, but he was able to use it, and it only lasted him one more property. All right. So fast forward, I didn't check on it yesterday. I took the day off, you know, and now today is Sunday. Why the sun all up on my grill? Today is Sunday, and I go to check. I'm like, all right, now I got to face the music and figure out what happened to this, where my trimmer head at. Because I'm like, I'm missing my trimmer. I'm missing my PAS attachment, and I'm missing my pole saw attachment. I'm like, man. And my backups, I'm down to like my last 2 trimmers, my PAS and my dedicated trimmer. All my backup trimmers is gone out, the engine seized up on me. You know, it's been a long summer, and you know, kind of behind the ball on maintenance. You know, I could do a lot better, but it is what it is. So I'm down to my last 2 trimmers. I usually get caught up on my equipment and my maintenance in the fall and the winter when things slow down. You know, in the last bit of the summer, I'm just kind of grinding it out. You know, it is what it is, y'all. I ain't really figured out a system for this yet. But so I'm like, I'm down to my last 2 pieces. I hope they didn't get me for that pole saw and my PAS attachment. So I was on this cleanup so long on this farm. I'm talking about 6.5 hours of string trimming. I was string trimming so long. I keep the guards. I never take the guards off my my Echo equipment. Not that I have a preference. I just leave it the way it is. It works fine, so I don't really be tripping. But I was running this trimmer so long that the guard on my trimmer, the plastic part, the black part, had melted off. It had melted, not all the way off, but it melted to the point where it's supposed to sit like this. It was sitting like this because it just melted. And I'm like, dang, I outlasted the trimmer. I'm like, usually they say like run your equipment into the ground, run it all day because your equipment's gonna work harder than you can. Not that day. I outlasted my trimmer. I ran that mug into the ground. It started melting on me. I'm like, all right, time to call it a day, because I don't feel like fiddling around with this. And it was close tonight. I wanted to get home before the craziness of whatever. So this morning I'm like looking for my PAS, my PAS and my pole attachment, and I'm like, I'm not seeing it in my truck bed. I'm not seeing it. It's not on my trimmer rack. It's not in my backyard. It's not in my other side of my yard where I keep my equipment. And my garage is a mess, but it wasn't in there either. I'm like, man, I don't see the pole saw attachment. I'm like, man. So I'm jumping on Home Depot. I'm like, can I grab a PAS right now? I'm in California. They outlawed, it's weird right now. It's like they kind of outlawing all the gas power equipment. They got they keep a couple in stock, but it's like just the regular string trimmer, not the PAS. So I'm like, I don't need another low-level string trimmer. The 225 is just way underpowered, and I'm gonna need something for the attachment for a pole saw. So I'm like, I need to pick up another PAS, preferably the 26, like the 2620 or 2625, the stronger one. I'm like, that's what I need. But they don't sell them in California no more. They're not compliant or whatever. I'm like, this is weak. So I'm like, what do I do? I got to go back to this job and finish up. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to just take the guard off my string trimmer. It's the 225. I'm down to the lowest level. My other 2620, or I forget the numbers, the stronger ones, they both seized on me. They ran a course, and I got to put them in the shop or throw them away and get a new one. So I'm like, man, I want the PAS. I want the combo that come with the pole saw, but they don't sell it in California no more. So I either got to go to a shop, but all the shops are closed. Today is Sunday, so I got to wait till tomorrow and drop like $500. I'm like, man, and this lawn care game, it'd be like, it's really roller coasters, ups and downs within the same week. It'd be a up and a down, a win and a loss. Take 2 steps forward, take 3 steps back, to take 1 step forward, to take 2 steps back, to take 4 steps forward, to take 3 steps back, take 3 steps forward, to take 1 step forward in total. So that's why I keep a stoic attitude. I'm just like, you win, you lose. I'm not quick to celebrate, and I'm not quick to beat myself up about something either. I'm just like, it is what it is. And I really want to get this diamond string. I had some diamond string with my truck, but things been so hectic lately, I don't know where it is. And I never use it because it's overkill, but right now I need it for these weeds on this farm. But anyways, so I'm like, look, before I head to this farm to finish up my job, because they already paid me in advance, that's a good thing, that was a blessing. I'm like, what is the last place I remember using that pole saw and that trimmer? Because I remember the last time I used it, the chain came off, and I was like, whatever. I thought I threw it back in the truck or something. And I'm like, that's when they must have got me, because the chain came off. I didn't feel like fixing it. I threw it back in the truck and was like, finish the job with the handheld clippers. So I'm like, let me just by chance go out of my way and drive by this customer's house, that it's the last house I can remember it, And I'm like, by happen chance, it might be there. You know, sometimes you just got to go for the long shot run. So I'm driving over there, and I'm like, man, I'm about to call the homie up and tell him the Jack Boyz got me, and we finna kind of laugh about it. I'm like, man, they got me too. I'm about to call him up, and I'm like, let me hold off on that call. You know, I'm hanging on to a sliver of hope. I'm like, I'm gonna jump on YouTube and tell them that Jack Boyz got me again. I'd have made a video about it. They didn't got me again. I'm like, I need to get a three stack trimmer, the thing from Green Touch Industries. I need a 3-1 because they've been getting it. But lo and behold, I go to this house and I pull up. It's by the college, and I'm like, I know it's not gonna be sitting here because it's a lot of homeless people and smokers by the college. So I know they would pick this up. It's all out in the open. I pull up and my PAS and the pole saw is sitting right there. I'm like, yeah, I was, yes. I'm waking, the dog started barking. I didn't even roll my windows down. The dog heard me, started barking. I'm like, thank you, Lord, thank you. Yelling so loud, gave myself the hiccups. But I was so happy, man. I'm like, whew. So the Lord been good to me, man. I don't know how he been doing, y'all, but the Lord been good to me, boy. Yes, my trimmer was there. I ain't got to run out of state to Arizona or to Las Vegas to get another one. But I do need I'm gonna need another trimmer here soon. But I'm happy I ain't got to get it today. So sorry to the homeboy, man. I feel for you. I've been there. I know how it is, man. But I ain't there today, man. The Lord been good to me, dog. The Lord been good to me, dog. Yeah.